2,000 years ago. 5,000 Romans below, 960 Jewish zealots up here. Eliezer ben Yair is the leader of these zealots. And as Uriel said earlier, they consisted of fighters, peasants, priests, and Essenes. The Essenes who wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls further down the road at Qumran, where we're going to be stopping off at. When Israeli soldiers are inducted into the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, they come here to Masada. Why to the Masada? They swear allegiance to the state of Israel, that you will defend this country to the point of even giving your life. They were surrounded, they fought, but at the very end, at the synagogue, an ancient synagogue just up this hill over here, they got together because they knew the Romans were about to breach the walls. And you can still see that breach just over the horizon over there. The Jewish revolt that began against Rome started at 66 AD at Caesarea, culminated with the destruction of the temple in the year 70 AD. By the way, prophesied by Jesus in Matthew 24, 1 through 3. We won't get into all that right now. Then another revolt happens 73 AD, right here, Masada. Masada finally falls. Then another Jewish revolt breaks out. This was 135 AD, called the Bar revolt. That was crushed by the Roman Emperor Hadrian, and he banned all Jews from going into Jerusalem, renaming Jerusalem Aelia Capitolina, and renaming the land Palestine in honor of Israel's ancient enemies, the Philistines. So Masada falls in 73 AD. When these Israeli soldiers come up here, they have a saying, and it goes this way in Hebrew: Masada shenit lo tifol. Masada will never fall again. In other words, Israel will never come under another occupying power. That's the reason why they come here and they swear allegiance to the state of Israel as newly inducted soldiers to defend this small little state, no bigger than the state of New Jersey. That night, Eliezer said, listen, we have a choice here. We can surrender to these uncircumcised Philistines and become their slaves. But remember, if you do that, they'll kill your men, they'll rape your wives, they'll put your children into slavery. Or we can die as free people. The museum is not open over here, but just as you get to the very end of the museum, you can see the lots. There are 10 lots, I believe, with the names of the men that would take turns killing one another. The last man standing. According to Josephus, about 950 zealots took their own lives, taking turns slaughtering one another. And when the Romans breached the walls just over the hill over here, they were expecting a fight, hand-to-hand combat, but instead found bodies here, bodies there, bodies here. About 950 in all would rather die as free men than becoming slaves to the Romans. This is what Masada is all about. And it brings back so many memories, especially for the Jewish people here in Israel. I mean, they live in a very tough neighborhood, surrounded by 22 Arab dictatorships, and the majority of them don't even recognize Israel's right to exist. But they swear allegiance right here to the state of Israel at Masada. Masada will never fall again.
All right, so now we leave the choice. Whoever wants to chill in the lovely gate can. Whoever feels a bit more sporty, can come with us to climb. It is a climb up to the main guard tower, from which we can see it. We can have a view on Masada. I can break down a little bit what we see around,